Hello, hello. I thought I'd start right away. Wait a minute. While I get my wheel set up. Oh, goodness. So, hi. Happy Sunday. It's December 12th. 12/12/21. Isn't that fun? And I was actually on time. I was a couple minutes early. I've been here for like 20 minutes. Let's fix this. Kind of figured it was going to be super busy for people this time of year, so it would be harder like for people to make it. Hi, Crystal. Thank you. I am getting a new bobbin on my wheel so I can ply. We'll see how it goes. I also brought knitting. And I didn't do a reminder today. I didn't last week either. It was fine. But like I said, I just figured people were going to be really busy this time of year. It just happens. You know? We're busy this time of year. Oh, hang on one sec. This is going to make noise. I'm very sorry. Thank you for telling me that, Crystal. I forgot to take out the mic. It's out. I keep it right there. Oh, Tyra. Tyra's sick at home. Crystal doesn't even have a tree up. I like it. We've had a few years where I put up a tree and then I like put the lights on and then I say to John, can we just have lights? And he's like, yeah, sure. Whatever. He doesn't really care. Hello, Kat and Crystal and Sharon and Tyra. I'm sorry you're sick. How is everybody else? We know how Tyra is. And Linda's here. Hi, Linda. Kat said me either, Crystal. No room and no motivation. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like, it feels like a lot of work. Oh, Crystal said Tyra is the evil cold that just seems worse than a normal cold. Thank you, Carrie. Hello. Hello, Jody. Jody said, I was just debating a nap. Guess I'll have to stay awake for a bit now. You don't want to miss it, do you? I mean, you could watch it later. But then everybody else says that they kind of wish they'd rather be here than watch it later. Kat said, I've been testing negative for the last week. That's great, Kat. So what does that mean? Does that mean you're back? Don't you work at home? Kat you're a lamp worker, right? And then Kate is a glass worker. Hello, Kate. Hey, Erin. Erin said, I made it. Hey, Trish and Tribe. Sharon said, I'm trying to finish a scarf for my sister-in-law. I don't enjoy fringe twisting. I'm sorry. To be honest, it's really not my favorite either. When I made the hero cowl and I had to do... Oh, did you guys see that? I had to do fringe. I was like... But it went fast. Jody said live is much better. Well, we're glad you're here. I'm sorry about your nap. What time zone are you in? Is it okay to put it off? Tyra said the only decorations I have out are my old style Santa Claus placemats on my table. You know what? Maybe that's enough though. Hi, Diane said, first time making the live. Welcome to a live, Diane. Did you bring some crafts or art or both? Hello, Teresa. How are you? Kat said I had COVID for 2 weeks. Yes, lamp worker, but not taking any more orders this year. Too cold. Oh, that's right. Because are you the one that has a studio out back? I believe you are, right? And then Debbie is also a lamp worker. Hey, Dion, how are you? Carrie said those little fringe twisters are so worth it and they don't cost a lot. You know what I've looked at is those little braid makers. It's not really a braid. It's really like twisting things that you can put batteries in, but hey Elizabeth. Carrie said live is much better. I watched the live from the middle of the week and kept wanting to reply in the chat. Sorry, Carrie. I just thought it would be nice if I did it a little earlier for, people around in different time zones. On next Thursday, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm shooting for noon, but I was late this week. But since I didn't tell anyone, I was like, I'm not really late. If no one's expecting you, are you really late? Only in your own head. Diane is knitting her son a hat. Aaron said I'm putting together my e-spinner cart and watching the Chiefs game. Oh, Mel's tree's not up yet either. Hey, Mel. She said, hi, Tribe. Teresa said, doing well. Hope everyone is as well. Kat said, yep, I have a little 6x4 foot shed. Okay, I thought I remembered seeing some pictures of that. Dion, you're not sick with your poor shoulder. Dion said, sore throat and feeling like a slug today. Have you had COVID? Have you been tested? What's your situation? Kate said, no more orders for me either. I remember reading that. You said that, Kate. And she said, I'm making leg warmers. Linda's knitting fingerless mitts. Ugh, I don't like them either. I'm going to be honest. 1.5 left to go before Friday. Where are the elves? Carrie said, it's okay. It's a great idea to do it at a different time. Mel said, Carrie, I think I remember you saying that, Mel, that you did that too. Thanks, Teresa. It is a few years old and could stand a good shave. It's like pilly, which I hate. Tyra said, I love watching you every day. I love the lives. Thank you. I do understand it is a lot of work for you, though. It has not been as bad as I thought. Kat said, I won't be able to join you on Thursday. I'll be at Aerial Sling. You need to try it, Trish. I want to try it. There's nowhere near me to do it. I would have to just do it on my own. Carrie said to Mel, we have thoughts too. Crystal said we have time for trees if we really... You do have time if you want one. Lori's dyeing some yarn and knitting a sweater. How fun. I'm going to do some dyeing probably tomorrow. And I think I'm going to do yarn and fiber. I just got 6 more pans. So I can do more. Because sometimes I'm inspired to do more when I'm dyeing and I run out of pans and I don't want to move them because it's hot. The fiber's hot, I mean. Danielle said, hi, happy Vlogmas Sunday. Got our tree up last night. Now to keep the 1 year. Ugh. I think you're saying old from pulling it down. I'll tell you what. Teresa said her cat would destroy a tree. When I was a kid, we had cats, and we had to tie our tree up high to the curtain rods to keep the cats from pulling it down. Hello, Billy. Hello, Steph. She said, thanks, Trish, for showing your knitted tree. I've had some hand spun for a few years that was a bit too rough, so I've not used it, but now I'm knitting a tree, and it's great. I'm so excited for that. And John made me some Rolex a couple of years ago. I think there might be a video on it even. If you go back, maybe 2018. I don't know. And I spun all this yarn. It was intended to be for trees. It's dark green, but it's got Firestar, plain white Firestar for ice and snow. And I have never used it. And I was like, I need more trees. Deanne said, I've been planning to get a cart for my e-spinner. I'm pretty positive it's not COVID. Good. Kat said, Teresa, that's what I call my dog. Stinkerbell. That's a little crazy that you both do that. Hello, Kim. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Tucha? That's a guess. Carrie said, I got the braids yesterday, Trish, the snuggle time ones. Aren't those good? John named those, by the way. I was like, I can't think of a name for this colorway. What do you think? And he looked at him and he goes, snuggle time. Crystal said, I miss the old playpens. When our family had toddlers, we put our tree in the playpen. You can still get those like little gate thingies you could put around your tree. We use them to keep Gus out of our closet. Both the dogs need to stay out of our closet. Hello, Candy. Linda said, tree is up, just need to wrap, which I don't enjoy. I'm sorry, Linda. I was just telling him yesterday that I need to get wrapping. I really don't want to do it either. I think for me, it's more just like dragging everything out, doing it, and then having to clean up a mess, put it all back away. That's the big part. If someone would take it all out for me, I would probably just do the wrapping and enjoy it more and then put it all away. But we used to sit down together on the weekend and just wrap together, and it was more fun, but kind of busy this year, especially John. Mel said, oh, nice. Oh, sorry. I'm dragging out all the Christmas stuff today. Steph said, oh, nice yarn, and sounds similar to mine. It's white and green with pink and red fire star for the lights. That makes a good tree, I bet. Kim said, I got my booster yesterday and my arm is sore. Other than my sore arm, I feel good. That's good. Oh, gosh. Dion said, I got some Surrey alpaca yesterday and I want to do a Surrey silk yarn as a slub for mohair silk. It's a little, have you spun Surrey before? It's a little different. It's different from everything else in the world. Hi, Margarita. We've already talked today. Sharon said, we bought a live tree a couple of years ago and planted it in the garden. It died and we haven't had a tree since. I'm sorry. Hey, Rowena, how are you? Thank you. This is one of my favorites, actually. It's not looking great today, but Carrie said, good job, John. I like the name. Dan named some of my colors, too. I mean, sometimes it's weird. I have something pop into my head immediately, and other times I don't. And so I always ask him. Like, he named one time, he was like, Midnight Storm. We both laughed. Kat loves rapping. Bless you, Kat. Tyra said gift bags. Great idea. I love it. Thank you, Chris. Kathleen said tissue paper and gift bags are the easy way out. I mean, we don't even wrap a ton because we only wrap the stuff for the littler kids. The older kids all get money. So it's not even that big of a deal. And then I wrap John's stuff. I guess I feel like I'm really busy this year. But you know what? Vlogmas has made me so much more productive. Like normal years, I would hang out with a cup of tea half the day and then be like, what did I do with my day? And this year, I've gotten so much stuff done. Okay. Elizabeth said, hoping to get my tree this weekend. Was waiting for my college kid to get home for the break so he's not left out. That's so sweet. Mel said, sitting here working on the brioche hat for my kiddo. How is it going? I did see a picture. Starting to get the hang of it. Got shorter 4-inch circs, so that's helping. Dion said, no, I haven't. Diane said, I probably missed it. But is there a pattern you use for your trees? There is. I think it's called Silver Bells. It is in the description of that video. I forgot it when I made the video and someone said, hey, where's the pattern? And I added it right the same day. Carrie said, I made a skein in shades of gray with pops of hot pink. He named it Elderly Punk. Hi, Tanya. Margarita makes her husband wrap everything. Hey, Donna, how are you? Steph said, I like to wrap Christmas Eve, but hubby is working Christmas Day, so we're having our meal, etc. Christmas Eve, so you got to be done early. Kim said, I have a small family and we are all adults, so we don't do gifts. We buy ourselves everything we need and want. Trying to come up with a gift they like is draining. I agree, Kim. And it's like a high priority for me, so I feel stressed by trying to get gifts that they'll really like and feel like we put thought into it. Every year I ask them though, like, do you guys want to stop getting money and get presents? And they always say no. So Jody said, I learned to make gift bags from wrapping paper. What? So easy. Boxes get wrapped and all odd size shaped stuff gets a bag made. Carrie said we close ourselves in her bedroom and have a wrapping party and get everything done at once. That's what we used to do. Kat said I've been tasked with personalized Christmas crackers. That's fun. I was just watching someone make them on Escape to the Chateau. And she said, as I bought a Cricket. In UK, a cracker is a tube with a president. You'll pull on each end. I don't think you have them in the US. You can buy them, but they're not like a thing that everybody does. So a lot of people don't know what they are. But you can actually buy them in the US. Candy said, I think it's a free pattern too for the tree. It is. It is a free pattern. And the same whoever who wrote that pattern, I can't remember, has like 2 other ones that are paid that are a little more detailed or, you know, fancy or whatever. But they go with it really nicely. So if you are interested in doing like different patterns, I like mine. I still change it. I add more stitches and just make them bigger. But Mel said, Trish, we're your accountability buddy. Seriously, I don't know if I'd have that weaving done if you guys weren't like, come on, get busy. Erin said we got the bulk of our gift buying done this weekend. It's a relief. I think I have 2 more things to get. And we're going to do ours next Saturday with our kids. They're all coming for brunch except one cannot make it. He has to go to something else. So we'll be done early. Chris said, I have another tech question for you. Have you dyed, cleaned, hand-carded wool? Not roving, not yarn, not locks. If so, any advice? Jean and I are getting together for a dye day this week and I have not. Hand-carded wool. Sorry. I have done it. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it. I don't think I've done it on my channel. I've done like bats. And have I done it on hand cards? No, I haven't. Because I went straight to a drum carder. Thank you. Tucha. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm doing my best. Candy said, nope, we don't have the crackers, but they look fun to make. We can get the kits in the US. Linda said, hubby wraps for everyone but himself. I wrap for him so I get off easy. That's so nice. It is fun if you do it together and like put on a Christmas movie or music or whatever. Steph said I did Christmas crackers once and put in miniature alcohol. Thankfully, none broke when they flew out of the crackers. So like the little airplane bottles, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Kat said we're kind of obsessed with gunpowder here, I guess. But why not have tiny little explosions at the dinner table at Christmas? I didn't know you put gunpowder in them. Hi, Terry. Hi, Jennifer. I'm great. I hope you're great. Margaret Thomas said we make each other's gifts. I love that. I'm making him a shirt. I make it while he thinks I'm making a quilt. I love that extra. Oh, Kat, thank you. Kat just watched the tea towel, the one I just did. Dion said I've dyed carded wool and you have to be careful not to felt it. I did find that when I dyed bats that I wanted to compact or felt, and then I did actually end up having to recard it because it wasn't felted, but it just kind of like, I don't know, clumps up isn't the right word. Lori said I have 10-year-old twins and this year one still believes in Santa and one definitely does not. How frustrating is that? Candy said I comb card mine and pull it into almost a roving and then dye it, Chris. Oh, okay, so Kat said candy. Here, unfortunately, the commercial crackers are filled with single-use plastic crap, unfortunately. So making your own is definitely the way to go. Gunpowder is on the little snaps. I did not know that. I should have known that, but I didn't. Carrie said gunpowder explosions at Christmas dinner can distract from family explosions. Oh, Mel thought that was funny too. Oh, good. Jennifer's great, because I said I hope you're great. I'm glad. Hi, Connie. How are you? Dion had to recard hers too. Did you have to though, or did you plan to? Thank you, Linda. You know what? There's only 2 left, and one of them is the runt. And I did have 12 plus the runt. I just call him the wee guy. He's like 10% smaller. He's not that much smaller, but he is a little smaller. It's okay. The 90% guy. Crystal said, okay, the Santa issue. When my kids got old enough to question Santa, I taught them they become Santa, and it happens all the time when they help someone in need. I love that. Carrie said to Lori, it can be fun to have the older kid help make the Christmas magical for the younger. It can, but in my family, the older kid would have been like, you dummy, there's no Santa. She was mean. I mean, the family I grew up in, not the family that we have, that we made. Margaret said, I've just wound the yarn from a sock blank. Should I wind it into a skein and rewash to get rid of the kinks before I knit it? You can, Margaret, but I don't. It looks, I will say this, once you knit your sock, you might be able to see that the stitches didn't go into shape yet, but the first time you wash it, they'll go right into shape. So it's totally up to you. Most people don't, I don't think. Candy said our older kids always helped keep Santa, Easter Bunny, etc. going for the younger kids. That's so sweet. Crystal said also, I put in the rule, if you stop believing in Santa, no Christmas stocking. They believed till they moved out. Dion said I had to because I got sidetracked and forgot about it. Connie got some raw alpaca. Not a fan so far. What's going on? Jennifer said, I told my kids and grandkids that if they don't believe, they don't get. Oh, Aaron got cut off. Donna said, looking forward to seeing the towel threads in a bat. I think that's going to happen this week. I actually was just cutting them off the beginning part also, so I could use those. Mel said my youngest put those snaps under the toilet seat for April Fool's one year. This won't surprise you guys, but I was kind of a bad kid. And I was smoking when I wasn't supposed to be, obviously. It was the 80s. It was a different time. And my mom found out, well, actually, I'm lying. Okay, I was smoking, but I had a pack of cigarettes of a friend's, and she put some of those in the ends of the cigarettes, which I wasn't smoking those, and I gave them back to my friend, and she was like, why'd you do that? My mom is a jokester. She thought she was going to teach me a lesson. Okay, Erin just ordered a ton of roving from Paradise Fiber. Exciting. What did you get? Does anybody have any experience with knitting machines? Amongst spinning, knitting, crocheting, and sewing, I'm exploring a new technique. I've used flatbed machines, but not the sock machine. I've not used the sock machine. I've seen them, but I haven't used one. Hi, Kimberly. She's using Mike's phone. Her battery's dead. Are you doing Christmas stuff? Margaret said, thanks, I'm going to start my tension square. It's a purchase yarn, and it is organic Romney. I bet that's really nice. Candy said we made the kids wait to open Santa gifts till Christmas morning, all the way until they were 18. I love it. Keep them kids. Let them be kids. Kimberly did the same. You stop believing, you stop receiving. Yeah, Connie, they really like to roll in the dust. She's saying she washed the alpaca, then rinsed it 4 times, and it still feels dusty. Is it still getting dust on your hands when you try to spin it? Hey, Julie, you can shower later. We don't mind. Margaret is working on the Veronica sweater. I don't know if I know that. I'm past the halfway mark. Any tips on purling? It hurts my left hand. Have you tried a Norwegian purl? Have you looked at Portuguese purling? Because it is so easy. You might love it. You would have to keep switching your yarn into a different thing, but if it doesn't hurt, then that's a good thing, right? Oh, Kate said, my grandkids are into Elf on a Shelf mode. I am not a fan of the Elf on the Shelf. Candy remembers people doing my mom's nonsense. Margaret said, I've got 3 knitting machines and used to use them constantly. I earned quite a lot from knitting for others. That's cool. Eileen, hello. How are you? You didn't miss anything. You're here right when you're supposed to be. Candy said, you for sure can't knit on the machine without the weights. That's true, unless you have a Knit King. The Knit King has those little sinkers that will pull the stitch down. They are so cool. That's my favorite one. But the carriage for that one isn't great. Carrie wants to get Dan a sock machine. He's expressed interest, but I fear it's mostly selfish. Kimberly's... Oh! Are you going to bake cookies today, Kimberly? Connie said, yes, and I tried spinning some on a spindle. I've got to bake cookies this week. Okay, so it's still getting your hands dusty. Oh, wow, Erin. Corey Cross and Cheeveat Roving. That's awesome. Now, I don't know, Connie, why it would feel gummy. I wonder if it's because it wasn't all rinsed. All the soap wasn't rinsed out, possibly. Danielle said, I'm with you, Trish. The elf will never cross into my house. No. Chris said, have you seen the mensch on the bench? I would like to. I'll have to Google it. Elizabeth uses Norwegian purling. She loves it. I love it, but I struggle with, my tension is not quite the same. So I feel like I can't really do it. I don't know why my tension's not quite the same, but I think it's just me. Diane said, my grandkids used to do Elf on the Shelf. He's nothing but a snitch. Also, he's creepy. He's like creeping around your house while you're asleep. That's not, I don't like it. Mel said, we are not Elf on a Shelf people either. I'm sorry. I know some people do it and love it. It's just one more thing that we have to do as moms and dads. And it's like, we're already busy. Eileen said, if you do not like purling, I'm sorry. You probably saw it. I hope you did. It went by too fast. Kimberly's making truffles. Hello, Michelle. Ashley said, hi all. PF is having another flash sale on the Roving by the Pound. Yep. We just heard about it. Kat said, yep, for those claw weights are essential with flat and double bed. Again, unless it's a Knit King. I'd love to get back to machine knitting one day. Oh, Dion, you should get one. That would make it so easy. You could knit a whole pair of socks in like half an hour. It's crazy. Well, I don't know. You'd have to put the heel on. But I think you can do a short row heel. Hello, Jerry. You lucky. It's actually pretty nice here, too. I was a little cold, but... You guys are funny. And Dion said it's a toy. Kimberly said, an Idaho Science Geeks Vader on a tater. Really? Crystal said, so it wasn't wrong of me to make a few nefarious suggestions to a friend on what to do with Elf on the Shelf. I'm not a fan. Jennifer asked for a thumbs up. Up to you guys. She said 9 thumbs up, 47 in the chat. Elizabeth said, didn't know what Elf on a Shelf was until my kids were too old for it. Thank goodness. Same. Carrie said, I have seen a few of those Elf on a Shelf alternatives. My favorite is Too Naughty to Share, though. Is it? You can just PM me later. Hi, Dawn. Kat said, well reminded, Jennifer. I never remember that darn thumb. Connie said, my oldest grandson does Elf on the Shelf for his little brother. You know what? If that was it, it would be kind of cute. That darn elf gets up to some shenanigans. Tracy says, I had the older child responsible for picking what Santa would give the younger, and that now she had the Christmas magic. I love that. I wish we had thought of that. Mel said one of my friends' hubs sent her the most hilarious text chains from Elf on the Shelf. Kimberly said, I'm so glad that mischievous elf wasn't around when my kids were young. No kidding. Kim, I agree. I think that elf is creepy. With all the technology today, I think I would invent a Santa cam. Thank you. And Santa can look in whenever he wants. If you've ever watched Fred Claus, Santa can look in whenever he wants. And it's like a snow globe. And he just says whose house he wants to see. And I personally think it's a lot less creepy. It's still creepy, though. Kat said, too naughty for who, Carrie? I'm very naughty. I don't need elves. Are you naughty or are you nice? Donna said, my elf has a friend that I found at a yard sale, so now they stay put, locked arms. Ugh. Crystal said, Santa Cam is a thing, just as creepy. John's brother used to freak out at the line in the song, he sees you when you're sleeping. Like, freak out. Connie says, I had 4 kids. I was doing good to keep up with the Tooth Fairy. Exactly. We just don't need something to have to mess around with every single night. It's okay with me, Mel. Oh, not me. Okay, I see. Yeah, share it on the Facebook group. Dion said, my husband told me about a father who put the elf on his kid's iPad. Oh, that's right. The kid was crying because he had to wait until the next day when the elf moved. That's funny. Eileen asked, this is a good question, is everyone in the tribe safe? Scary weather in the U.S. in the last few days. We have a lot of power outages in our state, but everything was fine here. Kate said, but everybody weigh in. Kate said, hi, stopping in real quick to say hi. I'm hoping to start making this a regular part of my weekend. Yeah, Kate, come on. I'm tissue paper dyeing some cloth napkins with my 4-year-old this afternoon. I don't know what tissue paper dyeing is, but I'm going to have to look. It's not creepy. Well, it's a little creepy in the movie. You guys, I recommend that movie. It's so good. Kim said, my friend has a sign that says, never mind, I'll buy my own presents. I don't know. A lot of us kind of get to that point, don't we? Mary said, I was just talking about making some cookies. I have housework to do today. I vacuumed today, guys. I mean, I don't want to brag, but Penny has a boyfriend coming tomorrow and a water heater installed this week. Holy cow. Hot water on tap is a luxury we take for granted. That's so true. And you don't realize it until something happens and you don't have it. Kim, 364 days of fun, 1 day of coal. Exactly. And you know what? We can all put our coal together. We'll do a little grilling out this summer. It's fine. We'll make lemonade out of our coal. Candy said, with the price of the Tooth Fairy now, a person could go broke. We got like a dime or a quarter. Same. Dion said, safe here. Crazy wind yesterday. Hello, Kai. Connie said the cat knocked Elf off the shelf, so my grandson used a spatula to pick him up. Oh, because you're not allowed to touch him. That's funny. Candy said safe here, not in a state that got hit. Had to call some family in Kentucky, though, and they are okay. And I think things are getting better down there. Tyra said we're all good here. Extreme wind in Oregon. Kimberly said I always wanted to wrap several empty boxes under tree. I saw that as a recommendation. Each time a kid was really bad, just grab a gift and toss it into the fireplace. That's really funny. Linda said the wind was scariest last night. There were tornado warnings in our county. Worst wind we've ever had, I think. My gosh. Deanne had surgery recently, and she said, I can't vacuum because of my arm. What a bummer. My husband had to do it. Oh, gross. Michelle said Tooth Fairy gave money. When I was a kid, we would put a tooth in a box, and when we woke up, there would be a note saying, thanks, I was starving. I love that idea. That's so gross. Oh. Oh, Sharon, congratulations. Oh, so you just have to make it through? Okay, Tanya asked, what is Elf on a Shelf, guys? Diane said, Trish, do you have a knitting, spinning, weaving journal? This is my journal. I started this channel to be my journal, and it has turned out to mostly be a journal for me. So, but I do keep a special journal for the fleece study that has like a page on every breed, and I still use it for these later breeds. So, that's the reason I started this channel, so I would have a video journal. It's turned into something completely different, but it still is a journal, so it's good. Okay, Michelle said New Hampshire has been pretty mild. Elizabeth said high winds in Indiana. Family in Kentucky was okay, though. Crystal said, Tanya, just Google the story of Elf on a Shelf. It's a whole thing. Hello, Alicia. Carrie said our friends have a little boy who was being very naughty last year. They threatened to call Santa on him, and they called Dan, who has an amazing Santa voice. It worked for a few days. Yeah. Uh-oh, Crystal said spinning isn't happening. Oh, for me. Yeah, I'm not doing it. It's right here, though. I was gonna apply, but you guys are going too fast for me. Oh, Deanne. Deanne said, when I was little, my mean big brother told me my big present box under the tree was a toilet. Why are big brothers so mean? She cried. Oh, no. Margarita said, you guys are funny. Our Elf on the Shelf fell on the floor and the puppy chewed him up. We sent him back to the North Pole, and he had to recover from surgery for a few days. Thank God for Amazon. The kids were worried. Aren't you thankful you had a few days off? Yeah, Candy said it's a fiber diary and journey now. Like, that's where diary came from, because it was just supposed to be my journal. And I mean, then I started to interact with you fun people, and it just kind of turned into more. It didn't stop being that, it just turned into more. Yes, Diane said, have you seen the funny things about Elf on the Shelf on Facebook? They're very funny. People are so creative, aren't they? I love it. Crystal, did you fix the troll socks? Or did you toss them? What is the situation with the socks for the troll? Bye, Kai. Kai's jumping out. Kat said the phone, and all I said was hello, and the poor little sod screamed the house down. Uh-oh, I missed it. Asking for Cynthia from the children's home because his daughter Millie didn't want to live there anymore. That's terrible. Mel said, y'all are on fire today. I keep snort laughing. My family thinks I'm insane. I'm crying a little bit. Sharon said my New Year's resolution is to keep better note keeping when it comes to dyeing fiber. I have some variegated yarn that I didn't bother to write the recipe. I do not keep notes on that, almost never, dyeing, because for me that's like a bit of my art, and I don't really want to repeat it over and over again. Once in a while something happens that I am able to repeat, but mostly I don't do that on dyeing at all. Candy said coal was the threat back in the day. My daughter tells her kids rocks as gifts if they're bad. I told her kids at least you can pay rocks. Hello, Lori. Kimberly said, I wonder if anyone took the out and told kids Elf died of COVID. That's terrible. Could they just say he's like sick with it for one season? Is it for the whole month of December? Seems like forever. Oh my goodness. Hello, Venus. Crystal said the socks are on hold. I'll end up fixing them. He's so pitiful when he asked me to darn his socks already. Thank you, Venus. It looked better when I made it because also I was skinnier, but Connie said we were told we would get bundles of switches. I have not heard that one. Were you like, I'll weave them into a basket? How do you like that? Bye, Steph. Have a good week. I'll be on Thursday if you want to come back. Carrie said I'm supposed to be knitting a Christmas gift and I keep typing instead. I'm sorry, Carrie. You guys are full of the funny stories today. Oh. Kat said, okay, that's in the oven. Gotta go dish up dinner, guys. Aw. Bye, Kat. Have a great week. Yep. Oh, Lori. Amen, sister. Aaron said I'm supposed to be weaving a band to hang plants for my mom. Is it an inkle loom band? I haven't touched it in days. Hopefully tonight I can get some done. That's cool. Is it Brie or Brea? You tell me how to pronounce it. Just wanted to say thanks for the color recommendation a few weeks back. Finally got to do some sample dyeing and it's exactly what I was hoping for. Remind me what that was. I don't remember. Sorry. Kimberly said we were told switches too. That's a new one. Oh, Dion, if I tell you what time, then I could be late. I'm shooting for noon, my time, which is your time. Diane said, uh-oh, I have to unknit a row because I'm having a reading too much. Oh, Carrie, I am also not a grown-up. I still think, you guys know, I've said it many times, it's like I'm flummoxed that they let me just like live without an adult. Except John. He's pretty adult. Crystal said when I got told I'll get a switch in my stocking, I always thought they meant light switches and wondered if I'd get a pink one if I was naughty. Brie, okay, thank you. Oh, the Procam Plum. I love that color. Chris T said David Sedaris has a hilarious video about the Dutch Christmas tradition of Sinterklaas. Okay, so Lori asked if I weave on an inkle loom. I haven't yet, but I did buy some cards. And I thought I would just use my rigid heddle loom and not an inkle loom. Bye, Sharon. So I told you guys I grew up in a community that was settled by all Dutch people, but a long, long time ago. But there was a lot of Dutch heritage still in the area. You know, there's other places in the country like that. And Sinterklaas is like something that we all learn about there. So I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but Eileen said Sinterklaas helpers carry switches for naughty children and a big bag. If you were really bad, he would take you away in the bag. Ashley said I was very confused for a minute just hearing switches. I was like, I didn't realize everyone was such a big Nintendo fan. I didn't know that either. Ashley said half listening is not serving me well today. I bet it's very weird. You guys are funny. Hey, Deborah. Kimberly said I set my Ashford traditional yesterday in double dry for first time. What a difference. I like it too, but not everyone does. Candy said grown up. What's that again? Oh, wait, I remember now because I married one of those. Eileen said I think they thought that one up before Spain became a holiday destination. I think probably. Like back then, Spain was like the wild, wild west, right? That's where all the scary people were from. I don't mean that really. I mean, you know. Jerry dyed sock yarn Tuesday. I didn't have a light gray, so I went medium pink with splashes of hot pink. It looks good. I've got about 6 inches knitted. Sorry. That sounds awesome. You should share a picture. I mean, you can't hear, but in the Facebook group. Kim said, I'm knitting socks today with the first yarn I ever hand dyed. Looks so cool knit up. Isn't it magical? Lori, no, it is not. She said it's growing up mandatory. Oh gosh. Chris said, the gist is naughty Dutch children get pretend switched by the former bishop of Constantinople, stuffed in a burlap sack and taken to Spain, where he hangs out during the summer. There you go. Lori said, growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional. It's very creepy. But it's a little bit like, a lot of us know about Krampus, right? If you're in the Facebook group, somebody, was it Carrie, posted about Frau Perkta? Is that right? And if you don't have your spinning done by 12th night, she will basically like disembowel you. Frau Perkta does not play. And Dion just asked a question. Yes, I kept it. I love it. I love it. Mel said, Trish, now that you know you have finished Ancestry, you need to look up, oh my gosh, how do I say it? Holapuki? That's got to be so wrong. He will put you in a bag and beat you with birch switches if you're naughty. See, those are my kind of people. Oh gosh, Dion. She said, I dyed your chibi at sock yarn and spun it. It came out amazing. That's awesome. Did you share a picture? I didn't see that. Yeah, Donna said, nothing better than knitting socks with your own hand spun. Rockstar to the 10th power. It's so true. There's a couple Krampus movies. Oh, Chris said, but the way Sedaris says it is hilarious. He's so funny. Oh gosh, that makes so much sense. Thank you, Eileen. She said, we the Dutch were also at war with Spain for 80 years. You did fine with the pronunciation. Thanks. I wasn't really sure because it doesn't tell you, but I know CH is a K sound. Crystal said, next year I will have a Krampus hat. I would like to see that. I thought so, Carrie, because Carrie was very polite and asked first if it was cool, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. Candy said, you can switch me and stuff me in a burlap bag if you're going to send me to Spain. That's funny. About time, Erin. Come on. She got the spinning cart together. What a pain. Bree said, my husband tried really hard to talk me into Krampus Christmas cards this year. I like it. Oh, Chris is asking if anyone else is stuck. Are you guys stuck? Dion asked, how is it different from your other wheels? What do you like about it? It's significantly lighter than any of my castle wheels. It is super quiet. And it has the ability right out of the box to go really, really fast, which they don't all have. Sometimes you have to buy like faster whirls and all that stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else particular. I can't think of anything off the top of my head besides that, but that's important stuff to me. Yeah, Candy said we are the halftime show. There you go. Okay, so Chris reloaded and she's good. Crystal said it's a free pattern. I'll see about sharing the link for the hat. I would love to see it. Oh, you can't. I don't think you can do it here, but do it in the Facebook group. Candy said, do the cards, Bree. Oh, Venus. My dad grew up in the Depression in Alabama. Oh, man, that must have been really hard. And when he was bad, his dad made him go cut a switch off the willow tree they had. I never asked him, but there's more coming. I'm pretty sure that John's mom did that too in West Virginia. Cut a switch. Candy asked, stuck Chris, what did I miss? Chris's screen was stuck. She reloaded. Connie said, I'm spinning the last of the yarn I'm going to dye for the sweater. my daughter asked for. She wants black, orange, and red. That sounds fun. Linda's all good. That's good. Bree said, as Christmas plans progress, they get more appealing. The Krampus cards. Venus said, I always wondered if he was worried if that was what he would have in his Christmas stocking. Candy said Great Graham was from the South. Willow switches were a big thing. Those must sting. They must sting so much, like a whip almost. Chris asked, the wheel comment leads me to ask what you think of the minstrel now that it's up and running. I'm kind of mad that I waited so long. I love it. I've been spinning on it a lot over the last week. Alicia said my grandmother made my mom cut a switch too. It's not uncommon. Dion asked, have you tried a Magicraft wheel? I'm thinking of one of those. My daughter pretty much claimed my Spinolution Echo. That's so great though. I have a friend or an acquaintance that has a Magicraft Rose, and she was struggling with it. She was kind of a newer spinner and was struggling with it when we were out on a spinning night. And so I was like, do you mind if I adjust it for you? Because I kind of suspected that her uptake was too, just based on how wrestling she was with it. And that's when I fell in love with it and felt like, oh my gosh, I think I want a Rose. So someday maybe not, who knows. Dawn said my high-speed whirl is supposed to be a Christmas present for my daughter this year for my Kiwi. I can't wait. I bought one for my matchless. I only had the fast. I didn't have the high speed, and now I have one. Danielle said my mom and her siblings had to choose from the tree out back. Willow trees are not your friends for switch choosing. Yeah, terrible. Terry is trying to crochet her granddaughter a blanket for Christmas. I had a moment with the GD there, but can only do a small amount because of arthritis in my thumb, trying not to have the thumb brace on all the time. Donna loves her minstrel. I don't really crochet a lot, Terry. Because I don't do it a lot, it usually isn't a problem for me, but I do get sore from knitting sometimes. Connie said my mom always preferred peach tree switches. Now, why is that? Okay, Margaret said to Dion, I bought a Magicraft Aura and I love it. I bought it with the money we saved by not being able to go on holiday this year. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get to go. I guess it's the COVID. Kimberly said they do sting. Also from the South, and my granny was a fan of switches for behavior modification. Hi, Brenda. Hello. Diane has a rose and loves it. Ugh, don't rub it in. I watch all the time, but I just haven't. If I find one, they're not willing to ship it. Or I can't afford it. So Laura said, I started with a Kromsky Symphony and struggled a little. I ended up getting a Magicraft Aura and I love it. 7 years today. Oh, today? Really? Aaron said, how fun. I met a fellow crocheter at Kid's birthday party last night. I love seeing people in the wild doing their fibercraft and then chatting about it. It's so cool. It gives you something to bond over immediately, right? So Mount Rootson Studio. My grandson just fell asleep and now I can catch up with you. Hello, welcome. Glad you're live when I did. Knitting washcloths for Christmas as I write this. Oh, Pat. Okay, so I'll try my best. Dion is asking Margaret, what are your thoughts on how it treadles? Have you used other wheels? I actually can't remember how to treadle, so I'm excited to see how Margaret answers. I remember falling in love with the wheel, though. Everything was so smooth and quiet and very adjustable. I would like one. Carrie said, I already know what I'm getting for Christmas, my birthday from Dan. A jumbo flyer woolly winder for my ladybug. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. Welcome back, Kai. Oh, Connie said the little nibs on them makes it hurt more. You mean from the willow? Oh my gosh, Linda, way to go. Finished a mitt. One more pair to go. So wait, are these the mitts that have a separate finger hole for each finger? Because then you also have a million ends to weave in. Dawn said, hubby told me to order one whirl. That way, if she doesn't get it for me, I'll have it. Thinking that maybe a hint that she's not going to get it for me. Oh, well, but he told you to go get it. Michelle said, I love my Kromsky Polonaise. It's a beautiful wheel like the minstrel. A friend of mine has a Polonaise, and she spins on it around me a lot, but I haven't actually had a chance to spin on it. It is very pretty. Margarita said, I was trying to figure out what that thing was to your right. My husband and I were debating, and I thought it was some sort of a... Really? Margarita, this is a spinning wheel. That's what we're talking about, right? I was supposed to be spinning, and I'm just reading. And laughing. Okay, so Margaret said about the treadle, I haven't noticed anything in particular about how it treadles. I can only use double treadle because of a bad back. My other wheel is a Lendrum, and I love that too. Carrie said, I'm so excited to just spin and not stop. When you ply on it for the first time, you're going to be like, this is so great. Deborah Johnson loves her woolly winders. Oh, okay. Linda said, just one large hole, not separate for each finger. That's good because you have to join a new one and make a little finger and then weave the end in every time. Candy, are you asking me that question? She said, do you remember the color name? What the color name was for the fiber you put in the shop that sold out so fast? I don't know. Tell me what colors were in it. Because sometimes that happens. Venus also has a Polonaise that she loves. Margaret said, I've also got a Kromsky Sonata, which I keep at my dad's house. It seems to spin much finer than my other two. I can't picture a Sonata. I'll have to look that up. Bree asked, I might. Do you have any tips for adjustments on double drive? I've been using my double drive traditional in Scotch tension as it seems more forgiving, but like the speed of double drive. Well, I guess I would need to know more about what kind of issues you're having, because I learned on a double drive, but I do have two wheels that are have a break, so they're like Scotch or Irish tension. So I think it's easier to adjust the tension, but I'm used to it. Do you know what I mean? And I think that happens, I've said it a few times, a lot, because people are like, well, what do you mean? Because it becomes instinctive. So I would need to know more if you're having trouble, what the trouble is. Oh, Aaron said, if anyone is looking for a Kromsky wheel, there have been a lot of them on Ravelry for sale lately. Kai finished 2 skeins of alpaca. That's pretty fun. Kimberly said, no, I won't. I won't change the camera angle. This is your problem, not mine. Oh, she said, now that's all I see. Trish got drop camera angle. I'm hurting from laughter. Bree said, changing uptake specifically. So okay, I do have advice for that. And it is put a commercial yarn in your leader when you're doing it. And then get it spinning and hold it, because you should be able to stop it and then by holding it, and then as soon as you let it in or let it go a little bit, it should draw in. So use a commercial yarn just on your leader, like that's pretty long, so you have some spin time. Let it spin and adjust while you're spinning. so that you can feel the change in the uptake, if that makes sense. You guys are making me laugh. Try that. Oh, Candy said maybe similar to the BFL Silk Forged. Did Forge sell out already? I don't know. Have you thought about going to the shop and looking at the sold stuff? Was it Phoenix, maybe? That was crazy. Because Abir asked me to do it, the Phoenix, and then that was a crazy one that I did a whole bunch of, and I've never done that before. Margarita, if this gets you monetized because of you and your husband and your nonsense. I'm just kidding, I don't care. Just joking. Carrie said, I was just in the shop. Forged is still there. Carrie, I know where you hang out. Oh. Was it Tyler? I'm trying to remember what the colors were. There was Tyler, Picnic, and Toucan, I think, for the Targi. You guys are very funny. Well, Dion, I am going to do bats this week. I'm literally going to just put on some shoes that I can stand in for a few hours and do 4 hours of bats. Margarita, I'm kidding. Don't say you're sorry. It's hilarious. Carrie hangs out in the best neighborhoods. I appreciate it. I've been packing, getting orders ready to pack for tomorrow, so. Yep. And also been kind of trying to decide, we were talking about, because I'm going to, after Vlogmas is done, I'm going to take a little bit of time off, but I figured I could still do Sunday lives. I agree, Linda. And I'm trying to decide, do I just want to close up my shop for a week or two and just take a break, or what I want to do? Because shipping stuff now is not that crazy, but Carrie said, I'm sitting next to my drum carter and now I want to make bats instead of working on Dan's gift. Can you say what Dan's gift is? Is it a secret? Are you afraid to say it here because you might find out? Gosh, Danielle, I looked this up once. Danielle said, maybe one of you guys knows, I've been looking for some Targi to try. One place I found had open top. What do you think they mean by that? They have open top at RH Lindsay sometimes, and I looked it up once, and I honestly can't remember. Me too, Tanya. It's terrible. Sometimes I don't even want to sleep. But Danielle, if you want to order some, I do have Targi top. I probably just don't have it in my shop. I'm terrible. I haven't even put the Ice Queen in the shop yet. And I got 2 other ones. I got one called, I think it's called Valentine. I got 2 other really cool ones. Aaron said, I ordered stuff from Trish, but I can't remember. I think a Targi and some other yummies. Candy said, totally off on colors, just figured out how to look at sold. It was the Toucan, need more snuggle time. Snuggle time's one I can reproduce. Do you want it on Targi? I can't always reproduce them because I don't keep notes. But I can do that one. I've done that one a few times, but I sold it in the shop that's here, the local yarn shop. Carrie said, yes, I can say. I came up to my studio instead of sitting beside him like I usually do. The only thing he has ever asked me to knit him convertible mittens. So are they like the Glittens? Debbie's playing Yarn Chicken. Oh, Crystal said, Kai, I'm saving your blooper video for a nice binge watch when people in my house are crabby. That's a good idea. Candy watched yesterday. John watched this morning and told me about it. I haven't had a chance yet, but I will get to it, I promise. Carrie said I had some hand spun that knits up like camo green, so it's perfect for him while hunting. That is nice. How sweet. Well, Connie, what do you have? Connie said I have a question about mixing dyes. How do I get a dark eggplant purple? Oh, if you haven't... Okay, so Targhee, I think a Targhee is a lot like Rambouillet. Dion asked, have you thought of posting items in your Facebook group and then that eliminates extra charges? I have, and I think I might post them on my Facebook page, but I won't be doing it in the group because I don't let anyone else do it in the group, and I don't think it's fair if I'm like, except me. Because really we're there to all like create relationships, you know what I mean? And like be able to talk to each other and commune and all that stuff. So, but I think I am probably going to start doing it on my Facebook page, the business page. It's probably splitting hairs, but if no one else is allowed, doesn't seem like I should be able to either. But that maybe that's silly. I know other people don't go by that. Oh, Carrie said they don't have individual fingers, but they do have the flip top. John has a couple of those. He loves them. And he also has trigger mitts where they're mittens, but then the one hand has like is free on the index finger, so he could hunt with them. Donna said, is open top not dense? Honestly, I just can't remember. Candy asked what brand dye. Okay, Donna said I have black, purple, red, pumpkin, orange, and hot fuchsia. So I'm going to guess those are jacquard because pumpkin and hot fuchsia are jacquard colors. I would go with purple. Do you have any blue? You don't have a blue? Have you tried to just add like the teeny tiniest bit of black to the purple? Bye, Kai. Yep, Connie said it's jacquard. Okay, Danielle said, I'll send you a message, Trish, and maybe chat about the Targhee. No problem. Hello, Nats. Hello, Amber. Hello. Look at you guys showing up. I love it. That's what I would... Dion said the same thing. I would add black to purple. I would say you can adjust it, like, use the black and then adjust it from there, because you could... A drop of navy or a drop of red might push it kind of like one way or the other, how you picture it. I always picture eggplant being a little bit more of a reddish purple, but darker. So you might want a drop of red, but you know, we all think of shades a little different too. So, but add it like a drop at a time or a tablespoon at a time, and then take a paper towel and mix it, and then dip a paper towel into it, and then you'll see what the color, you'll get a good idea about what the color is going to look like, if that makes sense. Yeah, if you guys have natural dyeing questions, Erin has a lot of experience. I have very little, and most of it has not turned out well. I just don't, you know. Oh, Dion said you can also get a true color read on coffee filters. We don't use a filter. I only use a espresso maker, so I don't have those handy. Oh, Kimberly said, but it's your group and we all want to have first dibs on your creations. I still think, I know what you're saying, and I appreciate it, believe me. I'm still in that business mode where if someone buys anything, I'm like, woo, you know? But, you know, you can just, if you just follow the Fiber Love Diary business page, you'll see it. I did, Terry. Terry said, Trisha, I almost forgot to ask you, did you see the rag rug picture I posted? I loved it. It made me want to start a rag rug. And I don't even really have rags available to me right now. Eileen said, I just dyed a skein of Hampshire down wool in red onion skin today. Another Sockstravaganza experiment. I would love to use Hampshire, Eileen. I'd love to know where you got it, because it is one that I would like to do in the next set of 4, and I cannot find a whole bump. So if you could maybe, well, you can tell me here if you want, whatever you want to do, but I would love to be able to find a whole bump of it. Kimberly said, just did a bunch of dyeing this week and was surprised with how pretty the purple turned out. Oh, cool. Oh, Amber asked, what brand of Deviants do you use for socks? So I will use anything, but I do have a few favorites, and let me just tell you what they are. I love the Chow. I think they're brushed nickel. Those probably are my favorites, but I will use anything. I'll use those super cheap ones from Amazon that are wooden, except I do break one occasionally. I like some people say likey, but we were told that was supposed to be Likia. I don't know. I really like those too. Connie said I have fire red. Wonder if that would work. I would try it. Just a drop. The navy with the fire red might be perfect. Way back when I first started dyeing, I actually only bought the primaries, and I mixed up a little of solution that I had controlled how much was, dye was in per water, blah, blah. And I made this cheat sheet thing where I'd mix like 1 tablespoon of this with 2 of this and then 1 of water, and I kept track of everything and just mixed all these colors. I still have it. They're old. Nats is knitting socks. Woo! Now I put my needles in a timeout. We fell out. Oh no. And it worked. I can't now sort of knit in a round. I think you're saying can. I hope you're saying can. Can. Got it. I had to go down. Erin said, I love dyeing with red onion. All onions are great and fun. It's one of the few food waste dyes that doesn't fade a lot. I did not know that. We dyed eggs with onions once when I was a kid. Onion skins. Candy's asking about Suffolk. Asking because I'm curious what hemp feels like on its own without being crossed with Suffolk. Oh, okay. So Dion said, I want to try banana peels as a mordant for natural dyeing. In Guatemala, they use the leaves of the banana plant as mordant. I did research, and the peel also contains tannin. So interesting, right? You have to eat a ton of bananas. Eileen said, yes, I cheated and bought the yarn ready spun from the that's not cheating. That's absolutely not cheating. From the Clarendon flock on Etsy. I wonder if they could send you some unspun wool if you ask them. It wouldn't hurt me to ask, right? Let me quick put that in my phone. Clarendon flock. I'll forget if I don't. Thank you. Also try the Wickwood spinner. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, now you know I missed some stuff. I'm sorry. Bye, Kimberly. Oh, she's probably gone already. Sorry. Hello, Sue. Sue, I wanted to thank you for your weaving advice. I'm winding another warp right now. You guys are going to think I'm insane, but I really, really want to try and squeeze out some more towels before Christmas. It's crazy, right? So I'm going to try my best to take your advice. I appreciate it a lot. Diane wants to know if the yarn smells like onions when you dye it. Candy said probably not smelly since it's the skins, right? I've only done it with eggs. Should we see if I can ply and keep up? Dion said no. I think you're saying no, it doesn't smell, right? Oh my gosh, it's hard to be old and blind. Debbie said, so happy you did Cheviot and your sock extravaganza. I have about 6 braids. You have so much fun spinning ahead of you. I will, Sue. I am gonna film it for Vlogmas. So even if I struggle and it goes crazy town, crazy pants, which it might. Let's face it. I'm still me. Candy said, oh, I missed it. Candy said, I feel the same about bamboo DPNs, Chris, but I don't have any yet. What did Chris say? Missed it. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, now am I on top of a cord or something? What is going on? Okay, Dion said right, so I got it right for once. Should we see if I can spin? Ashley found a whole pound of Cheviot in her stash. I don't remember buying it, but glad to see it will make for good socks. I mean, so far it seems like it. Well, so Amber said I'm starting to have to wear reading glasses these days myself. Turned 41 and overnight my eyes went crazy. I don't need them. Like, I can still see up close, but I have to wear contacts for distance. And so then I need reading glasses because my eyes won't adjust anymore. When I was young, they would. But not anymore. Those days are over. So in the last 15 minutes, I guess I'm going to decide to spin today. Okay, Dion asked, Trish, how do you go about dyeing for a sweater? So do you mean if I do roving or if I do yarn? Because I kind of do different. He's right here, Lori. This is his buns. Come here, baby. See? Say hi to Lori. You okay? He's like sleepy. Hello, Lori from Vancouver. Diane said, wait till you turn 65. I'm blind up close. Yeah, it's only going to get worse. I know that. Eileen said, ooh, very, very focal contact lenses. Okay, so I just went to the eye doctor, you guys heard. And he asked me, what do I do now? And I said, when I wear glasses, I wear bifocals. And he asked me, what do I do now? Am I okay with it? And I said, I'm okay with wearing reading glasses for up close when I have my contacts in. And he was like, oh, good. So I don't know what that means. It kind of sounds like he wasn't sure what to do with me, which is what my old eye doctor used to say. Erin said, Trish, is there any chance you're going to sell more of the packs of different breeds of spinning fibers? Just curious. Do you mean the same one I already had or new ones? Because there is a chance I'm going to do new ones. There's a very good chance. Is there a chance I'm going to do the same ones that I've already done? I would say there's a chance, and you could request it. Debbie said, my eye doctor told me to wear a contact in my right eye, but not my left. So I read with my left and drive with my right. It's called monovision. I've heard of that before. I think he's concerned that because my distance vision is so bad, it's not safe. But also, also, is your right eye your dominant one or your left? Because I've always wondered which one would I wear the contact in. Candy said, by the way, I tried mixing some of my Rambouillet with my Suffolk and a bit of silk to see if it would feel soft. It doesn't, but it is nice and stretchy. Oh, Dawn, you're so... Tanya does that too. You're funny. Amber said, Handsome just popped up. Oh, Louie. He's back asleep already. And he's here. Like, this is his head now. He switched around. Candy said, I have bifocals and need the cheater reading glasses too. I don't think trifocals would be easy to use. I do know someone who has them. And this time, the guy, weird things happened in my eye appointment. You guys, he told me that my old bifocals have 2 different close-up strengths, which they don't normally do. So everything was weird. Elizabeth, yay! You get to stay. Aaron said the old ones, but good to know about the future. I would be willing if you want a new one. Just message me. And tell me what you want. But there are going to be some new ones. So, you know. Debbie said my right. So you wore it in your left eye, right? Is that what you said? No, I can't remember. My left eye is dominant. Because I'm opposite hand eye dominant, which is weird. Aaron's excited for the e-spinner. Of course you're excited. It'd be weird if you weren't excited. Margarita said, I wear multifocal contacts. Maybe I'll ask about them. I don't know. I don't really wear my contacts a ton. Maybe like twice a week. Okay, Debbie said, I'm 54. I had LASIK at age 30. My vision before surgery was 7/200. Wow. Oh, Diane. Diane got a new dog. You lucky. Lori said, I have progressive lenses and love them, but I have to take off my glasses to see up close. I see up close better with no correction. But John laughs when we get in bed. We get in bed and I have my Kindle like right here. It's got to be close. Amber said, my sweetheart has trifocals and it took a while to get used to. He still says he can't see all the time though. Oh. Yeah, just message me. You know I'll pretty much do whatever. Oh, goodness. Tanya said, speaking of eyes, I'm getting film removed from mine today. What does that mean? Oh, from one. Not cataracts. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Is that like a surgical kind of thing? It's Monday where Tanya lives, by the way. Brenda said, our trifocals progressives. I have progressives. I'm completely blind in my right eye, though. Wow. Look at you guys. The vision thing is so complicated. I think I'll just see blurry and stay home all the time. It is so complicated, and it has been my whole darn life. Sue said, I'm opposite hand eye dominant too, mostly left-handed, right eye dominant, but only my left eye has astigmatism, so maybe that's why. So complicated. Oh, that's probably why. Mel said with astigmatism, they can only do so much with the progressive multifocal contacts. They can only push it so far each way. That's probably why he didn't suggest that as an option, because that's my biggest problem. Bye, Danielle. Gotta guard the Christmas tree. So it is an operation, huh, Tanya? Are you asleep? This is one of the things about eye stuff that kind of freaks me out. They don't let you go to sleep. Michelle said, I've got double astigmatism and have migraines, so my vision is always changing. Frustrating. I don't have migraines. Thank goodness. I didn't even know that would make your vision change. Mel said, I've had glasses since I was 5. So funnily enough, you probably had the same experience, Mel, because I think we're about the same age. They found out that I could not see in kindergarten when they did the testing. They did eye tests in school. And my mom took me to the eye doctor like every year for a few years, and he was like, maybe it'll get better if she uses it, like it'll get stronger like a muscle. I have astigmatism, so I did not get glasses until 4th grade. And when I went outside that day, I said to my sister, can you see every branch on those trees? And she was like, you couldn't see all the branches on the trees? Because she drove me. And I was like, I have never seen this. I didn't know you guys could see this. Oh, Tanya's awake. Bless. Good luck. I know it's going to be fine, but we're all going to be pulling for you. Same. Candy, exactly the same. I have double astigmatism, no migraines. I am right-handed, left eye dominant. That's what I am. I'll never be a sharpshooter. Well, so sad. Wow, you guys, everyone has bad eyes. They feel so much better. No wonder we're all in the same fun group. Jerry, you are so lucky. Jerry said, I'm 74. I don't wear glasses. I can read the fine print on the back of medicine bottles. Oh, okay. Mel had a lazy eye, but not bad enough to patch. Left-handed, right eye dominant. See, it happens, right? Bye, Kate. Enjoy your time off. Carrie said, OMG. Dan said the same thing. His mom didn't believe he couldn't see, so when he finally got glasses, all the way home he kept saying, I can see leaves, all the leaves. I got mine in November. It was like right before we got off for Thanksgiving, so there was not a leaf on the tree. And I could see every single branch, and I was like so shocked that everyone else could see that all the time. I still remember it. I was thinking about it yesterday, weirdly enough. Julie said, done plying, left eye virtually blind. I know you said that. I didn't know that. Right eye farsighted and asthmatic and over 60, so progressive lenses and done with contacts. Too dangerous with one eye vision. Is it dangerous? I didn't know that. Wow. Oh, Tanya said, on the upside, I'll get new, modern, and styling glasses. Oh, astigmatic. I don't know how to say that. Donna said, oh, Trish, what a story. I have an astigmatism too. Torn retina last year. I know you said that. I agree about the surgery. I wanted to not remember, and they wanted to ask me questions. I know that's the reason. Well, I think this week I'm going to go get my trial contacts, and then I don't know if he's going to check me right then or if he's going to check me when I come back to see how the trial goes, but I will find out soon about whatever is happening with my eyes. But I've heard a lot of people saying, that it's not necessarily anything to be as scared as I have been about. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for you too, Tanya. I know it's going to be fine, though. Lori Murphy said, I used to tell people I can't hear you. I gotta find my glasses. That's funny. Carrie said, wow, Trish, that's an experience. Makes me wonder what other people see in the world that I don't. It wasn't my mom's fault, though. It was the eye doctor telling my mom at the time, well, we should wait and see if they get better if she uses them and whatever. It's all good. Michelle said, hey everybody, I was the same way when I got my glasses in 5th grade. Zenny's pretty good too. I haven't tried Zenny, but I did get my prescription this time. Maybe I will. Elizabeth said, my vision has always been very good. So grateful. 2 out of 3 kids have glasses since elementary school. My first husband had really good vision. I was hoping my son would get it, and he did. Yeah, Julie said, I have no depth perception, so don't know what that is like. Bye, Dawn. Well, yeah, with vision only one eye, that's probably pretty much what happens, right? I got no plying done. I got nothing done. Amber said, oh gosh, my son was diagnosed with diabetic retinopathy with macular edema. He has eye injections every 8 weeks. The good is they are working and saving his vision. Insulin dependence, wow, since 6 years old. Wow. It is amazing how far they've come to be able to do things, with eyes and eye illnesses and all that kind of stuff. Aaron loves Zenny. We order backup glasses for the whole family on there, and our HSA covers it. Oh, maybe I was thinking about getting sunglasses. Maybe I'll do that, like on Zenny or Warby Parker. You know? Oh, really? Okay, Candy said her son didn't get glasses until 28 to 30. Okay, never before have I put on a pair of glasses and had no adjustment, and this time literally just put them on and they were perfect. How can that be? I don't get it. Eileen said, yep, that's me too. I am deaf in one ear and lip read a lot. When I was 17 and hanging out with a couple of friends at night, I told them I couldn't hear them because it was dark. That makes sense though. I still get my glasses thick. I don't mind. Tanya, don't say that. She said, I'm constantly walking into door frames. It's the universe trying to knock some sense into me. Well, what is my excuse? It's awful. Bye, Lori. I gotta go too in just a minute, but only because I still have a warp to wind, because I'm going to try and squeeze out another dozen towels before Christmas. Kelly said, glasses since I was 10 years old. School nurse thought I was farsighted, but nearsighted instead. Astigmatisms in both eyes, which left way worse. Oh. I think my right is worse. I can't remember. She said, they laughed for years when I met up with them for a reunion. I explained why it made complete sense to me. They never knew I was deaf. Wow, they never knew. Did you not tell them? Kim said, I got glasses in 5th grade. I told my mom I couldn't see. She didn't believe me until a teacher told her, so I got glasses. On the way home, I said, oh, look, a deer. Bye, Donna. See you guys next week. Julie said, a Navy doctor told my mom no depth perception meant I would never be a pilot, and then he laughed. What a jerk. Pissed mom off. Yes, 1964. And the idea of women pilots was a giggle for him, but not to my mom. What a jackwagon. Kim said, my mom started crying and my dad told her to knock her drama off. I giggled and got into trouble. Oh. Connie said, I have always wanted prescription sunglasses. I have a terrible time with glare. When I was like 25, I had a pair and I lost them on the lake. And I was like, okay, I'm never spending money on that again. But now it seems like it's more affordable. Maybe I should do it. Okay, I'm not reading that, but you're hilarious. Me too. Kelly said, I'm pretty much blind if I take my glasses off now. I've had polycarbonate lenses since I was 18. Otherwise, the lenses would have been too thick. I literally sleep with my glasses like 6 inches from my face on my nightstand, and I do not get out of bed without putting them on. Even if I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I put them on. It's like scary to walk around without them. I haven't found any of those that I like, Venus. Venus uses the sunglasses that slip over your regular glasses. That's interesting, Dion. She said, I don't know why, but sunglasses disorient me. I wonder if it's something about not having enough light getting into your eye or something. Maybe messes something up. Interesting. Oh, shoot. I gotta go too. I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta go wind some warp. And apparently I gotta do some plying that I didn't get done. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'm so glad you were here. And I really appreciate you watching any Vlogmas that you're watching. Thank you. So, also, if you think of it when you're watching a video this week, just hit the like button for me. I never usually like to ask, but I'm going to ask this time. I will be back live on Thursday at noon my time, but videos for this week for Vlogmas. We're more than half done already. We're half done. We're half done today. You guys have a great week. I love you. Bye.